Tag team champion Chelsea Green and double champ Ethan. I love that for us. Scouring the globe. I have got to London and Paris.
Six days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but one day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis, and it's been rung once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. They're on the Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, DeMeco Ryans. His side hoping that one blowout last week will lead to another one here. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Colts. His guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them another win.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They go play action with Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
It's on the in route. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 31-yard play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Up on 3rd down.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch, is the rookie out of Alabama.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around him.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one finds Josh Downs. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him.
Get it.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run. Buckle up that chin strap.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defense meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long for him here. This one's to Andrews outright. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a yard.
All right.
At the Colts 28-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Out wide, and it's intercepted. Jarvarius Ward picks it off. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. A timely interception for them there, Brock. That drive sure looked like it was headed for at least 3 and maybe more.
And that quarterback wants that throw back so much so. You could feel it right when he let it go. That was a route they've been working on, and a lot of offensive effort goes by the wayside as the defense finally gets itself off the field.
And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Williams to throw on first. He's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 39-yard line.
Williams from the gun. It's Jalen Petrie on the interception. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston.
Kid, I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game, or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Colts ready to take the field. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. It's this one to Pierce. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Come on. Stretch the eagle.
Williams on 1st down. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do.
And they're able to take him down, and that sack is how we're going to end our first quarter of play. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They start out with a 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Out now come the Texans on offense. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds a man right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Colts in the nickel set on 3rd.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Stroud. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Stroud off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 20-zip lead. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock. Getting a key division matchup so early in this season.
Here we go, here we go.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock. Plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Finds him on the crossing route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7.
Ready.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, Williams. He's got it. Complete to Downs. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On play action, here's Williams. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down.
Let's go.
Locates Adonai Mitchell. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give left side to Taylor. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
To the right and wheeled in by Downs. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Stop made by Braden Fisk. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. And this time they're gonna get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Colts are ready for the punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts likely looking at a punt. Tommy Townsend on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And it can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. D'Amico Ryans doing a last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length. You got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Forced out to his right. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. Second down now. They need 7. Again, Stroud. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo. And that ball is zipping all over the field.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Second and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go. Uno more.
First down throw by Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Trying to work quickly now.
Number 13. A gain of 5 brings up.
Here's Stroud again. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeout. So they can try a field goal now before halftime. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. The kick by Patterson is good. And our first half ends with 3 points. So a one-sided contest as we... Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this second half. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Here's the backup. First throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Leonard. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
For big yards on the right side. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're on here with Taylor. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Leonard. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Shotgun snap to Leonard. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Another game to Judkins. And they fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's 4th down. Takes this one at the 40. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Colts offense set to head out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Leonard now off the play action. Cut at the 20-yard line. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Taylor now up the middle. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Taylor. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here's another for it. And this time he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Right, they're going to throw for it. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Texans have recovered it. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped to find some way to make that call work.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. First down, Stroud. That's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Complete out to the right. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Makes the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Stroud completes it quick. And he's going to work it to the 20. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught by his running back Jenkins. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans stretch their lead on the final play of the third. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now it's Leonard. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Leonard now. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Looking to throw. Leonard. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Throw here, third down. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarred loose, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover. Texans to the line. First and 10.
Tony. Oh,
From the gun, Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page. As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can...
Touchdown, Houston! The Texans throwing 6 more on the blowout. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts ready to take the field. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Leonard to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 41.
70 Lions! Hot go!
Out of the gun, it's Leonard. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Ready?
To throw, here's Leonard. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, third and long. Going with the screen to Taylor. And this one doesn't go far. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And they'll bring him down, but some nice damage done on that return. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Texans nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
All right.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
Here we go.
First down.
Another one for Judkins. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Judkins. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Handoff now to Judkins. Flies past the first, inside the 30. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Texans continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Texans continue adding on to that lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Leonard setting up the throw. Escapes the pocket. And this slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Through the 35. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
And the Colts, 1st down.
So the Texans come away with the road win. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year.